So wait, do you think that look? Do you think that you would ever have an OnlyFans page? Look, they're all kinds of streaming platforms.
Man,
600 might not be enough.
That's true. Like the OnlyFans is ridiculous because I know some of the actors, comedians who are on there, and I be like, y'all wild on OnlyFans. Okay.
Yeah, look, stand up ain't cutting it. They can't go nowhere.
Pay that only rent on here. Okay, all right, I see what you're doing. But it's like they've made soft porn, let's just say it like that, in the mainstream. Because I'm like, if people go to my church, got OnlyFans pages, and I'd be like, all right, sister, okay, there, all right, there.
You paying your tithe through OnlyFans?
Yeah, it'd be like, I can't pay my tithes. Why? Because I gave it to Sister Keisha over here. Yeah, show them what you did. Show them that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but don't back it up. Don't back it up in church.
Don't tell too much. So now, wait a minute. Would you consider reality TV?
I would, but because here's the thing. And they'll even tell you, reality TV is like wrestling. You remember when wrestling, they would fight you tooth and nail to not tell you that it was fake until they got brought up on steroids charges. And they were like, hey, this is just sports entertainment. So reality TV is scripted. So yeah. I'd do it. I wouldn't do it if I was in a relationship because that's where relationships go to die. Like I yet to see one that has made it through unscathed out of there, but I do it. You know, I don't know, because they call me to audition for them for these dating shows and all that, and I'd be like, I had to see if I can work with it, because my mom was like, I named you Kente for a reason. That means I want it to be hard for white women to be kissing you all in the face. It was like,
too many memories. Look.
Yeah, she's like, I want them to have to
she
think
said,
about
I held you up by your feet.
Yeah. She was like, I want them to have to think about reparations every time they say your name.
Every time.
Say, ooh. So I've auditioned for something. So yeah, I do it. But I tell my family, look, you know this is reality TV. I don't be thinking this is me.
He only give disclaimers. Look,
oh yeah, I'll give disclaimers. Because there are people and I have friends and family who would believe it is true. Like, man, I didn't know that you had 4 kids in the basement and 3 wives. I didn't even know that. I was just over your house. Where was it? Because your house ain't that big. You must have a downstairs you ain't tell me about.
Yeah.
And then you could tell them, you'd be like, nah, bro, that's not you been in my house. Like, I know, bro, but I just seen it on TV and the TV don't lie.
The TV don't lie.
Look, 3 baby mamas.
Yeah. Yep. So I would do it. I would just try to pick as best I could which one I want to do.
Which is hard.
The more you get more money when it's more drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but you know, these fans be running up on you now. You know,
they do.
The reality TV show fans are like the Trumplicans. They'll run up on you. Like what you do to Nene? And I'm like, I don't even know who Nene is. Calm down.
It's like that though. I ain't gonna lie. I've been upset with Denzel ever since Fences, cause it's some of that role. Cause you know I was Viola Davis at one point, so that's the reason why it resonates with me. Yeah, I was sitting here like, see, Denzel, you didn't mess my head up. No one. It's a character, but he played it so well. Yes. And I'm sitting there like, cause I was her. I've been in that
Viola
position.
said I was standing here with you.
Exactly. Yes. I've been in that position. It resonated in my soul. Okay. And I gotta let it go. Just like
you're gonna need some Fences therapy. You're gonna need to go to some.
I know.
You need counseling.
Yeah. You ain't moved on.
I sat on the end of the seat the whole time, like, see now, this right here.
She ready to fight the screen, Kente.
Yeah.
I was. She was there. She was there.
He got another movie coming out, so
he got a whole bunch of stuff he done came out.
With your little Fences self.
Yeah, with your Fences self. No. I feel the same way about Danny Glover. Ever since Color Purple, I've been like, see.
You've been looking for Danny.
That was 30 years ago. He did 4 or 5,000 movies. Yeah, you don't care about nothing. Lethal Weapon. He did Predator 2. He killed the Predator for you. You don't care nothing about that.
Nope. She holding a grudge. A 20, 30-year grudge.
You know what? It's just a test. It's just a test to the power of acting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because you get caught up.
it attests to the power of you holding a grudge, because this man saved the world from an alien invasion, and you don't care because what he did to sister.
Thank you. He doing comedies now. That's what makes it so bad.
It took him too long to get them letters out and get us her sister now. Nettie.
Yeah.
It took too long.
Thank you. And he had all them letters stacked.
Yeah. He over here picking through chicken shit.
We still doing this.
We're gonna have to get you on a movie couch so you can get some movie therapy. We're gonna have to get you some movie counseling.
Couch time.
I do therapy. I do.
Terrible. So now wait a minute, Kente, when you got into comedy, like who was your favorite comedian, or who would be the top 5 for you comedians?
Ooh. Well, off the rip, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is the first comedian I ever listened to his tapes. I stole my father's tapes when I was little. I listened to it in the room. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox. Top 5. Dave Chappelle, top 5 right now to me. And 5th one, George Carlin. I like.
Really? Yeah. That's good.
His 7 deadly words, or 7 words you can't say, is like one of the best skits ever, because I like intelligent comedy that makes you think while you're laughing, or even after you're like, I never thought about that.
I thought about that.
Exactly. So those are my top 5, but I mean, my inspirations go on from Bernie Mac, the D.L. Hughley, to, Carol Burnett, everybody that is genuinely funny. I like them for like Kevin Hart. I like him for what he does. They be like, but he ain't the funniest. I'm like, no, but he's taking his lane, and he's like, I'm driving in this lane, and I'm gonna drive it till the wheels fall off.
Till the damn wheels fall off.
Yeah, I like all of them who take their comedy and blaze a trail, or like, this is what I'm doing and I'm okay with it. Tiffany Haddish, I used to do stages with her years ago, and to see her go from there to a super mega star is like, yep, because it's inspirational. It's like, she can do it, then it can be done. Then there's a chance for me to. Yeah.
She's so grateful.
And because I love the people who don't let it go to their head, because they remember, she's foster child. Like, she's like, this is me.
She has a story.
I'm just working now. Like, this is my profession. I'm working now. I'm in a bigger life, but this is where I came from. So I can't all of a sudden try and act like that never happened, or I'm different than who I was. So you got to be grateful. I mean, because I believe that you got to be grateful, because it's a gift from God. Like, comedians, actors, musicians, whatever. If you have a talent that you know is God's gift, to be ungrateful would be damn near blasphemous for me. Like,
I agree.
And then I don't want to be walking down the street and one day he'd be like, "Let me go and take that back from me," because
right. Don't go let me keep that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
who would you like to work with?
Everybody, whoever's working, I'd like to work with them.
Okay.
I got bills to pay. I told you that.
Well, there's a check involved.
Stimulus check wasn't enough, so
it wasn't enough. First, it was gone.
Right now, who would I like to work with? Who I haven't worked with before I do that? Viola Davis, would love to work with her. She seems like she don't get out of character.
My favorite.
I seem like she don't get out of character till like the DVD extras are done. She like, I'm still in character. Viola Davis.
She did Ma Rainey. She did that.
Yeah, she was scary in Ma Rainey.
She was.
Did that.
Was scary.
It was amazing.
Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks.
I do too.
Loved him since Big. So for years, bosom buddy days. Everybody, like whoever. Tracy Ellis Ross. I like that she's hilarious, but she's also very serious, and she can meld the two like no other. All of them. Whoever. I say whoever's good. As long as I got to put a dress on, I will work with.
And you know what? Okay, so then my next question is it in California, or do you think more gigs and more opportunity is in, let's say, Atlanta?
Well, more things are shot in Atlanta, but most things are still cast out of California.
Okay.
So, and Atlanta ain't closed. Atlanta's still open.
So they'll
down there.
you can work more consistently if you're in Atlanta. Like I have friends who go in Atlanta, but they found out it's not like they're like, I'm going to Atlanta to pursue my career. And I'm like, well, you know, they still cast the major roles out of Los Angeles. So you got to still come through here to get there so you can get work. Like you can get, you know, 5 lines or less, or you can get a bit part, or you can get, you know, extra work. So you can be working. Yeah. But you're not getting the stuff. So Atlanta is the hub because it's a non-union state, so it can do more and it can get around a lot of things that California can't get around. But for the major roles, they still are looking for they still come through California to get there. So you know, it's a catch-22. But also because of where we are, it's a lot more taped auditions. Like I think maybe like 90% of the auditions are taped or Zoom auditions now. So yeah, we found anyway.
Okay, so now, I mean, well, everything is still, I guess, kind of closed in California.
Ain't no guess. It's closed. Well, because
he said
how y'all closed, but the numbers keep going up. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Stay in the house.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I found. White people can tell you what freedom is, but you can't tell white people what freedom is. Because the majority of us, when they said stay in the house, we was like, cool. But when the orange dude said, man, it's not real, you can go do what you want. White folks were like, we're going to do whatever we want. But the science doesn't lie. Like, and I'm not even saying rush out and get the vaccine because I'm not getting it till the 4th update like the iPhone. I need y'all to get some kinks out of it.
Look, you ain't never lied.
Yeah, I don't get the iPhone till 6 months later. I don't get the first one because it'd be like, well, why my iPhone blew up? So I'm not doing the same thing with the vaccine. So
you know how your face gonna be looking with the bell pulls. Yeah. You might not have had the stroke, but you got the stroke costume on. Yeah. You don't want that.
Consequences. Yeah.
I don't want to be slumped over.
Yeah, and I need to know, like Chris Rock was saying, I don't know what's in Tylenol, but I take Tylenol just like I take the vaccine. I said Tylenol has all the ingredients on the side.
Listed.
Yeah, and somebody was like, well, the ingredients for the vaccine are online, and I Googled them, and I sent that person back. I said, well, can you explain any of these words? Because these just look like letters and consonants thrown together. Now,
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I was like, no, none of this sounds like.
That's not English.
Yeah, that doesn't say aspirin. None of that, nothing I've ever heard of. So, so we haven't had a unified plan for this. You know, if you don't have if you have the federal government saying each state can do what they want, and then each county is doing what they want, because in California, in Los Angeles has been pretty much, we couldn't go to gyms, we couldn't eat inside bars or restaurants and movie theaters, but you go right to Orange County, which is 30 minutes away from us. All of that was open. So until that's it, and now it's almost too late to put it back in. Like the hard part that Joe Biden's going to have is he probably going to have to be like, look, across the country we got to shut this down until the numbers come down.
Yeah, mandated.
Yeah, and everybody's going to be like, we hate Joe Biden. That's why I didn't want to vote for him. Yeah, but it's people are dying. Like I just had a frat brother who I talked to 3 weeks ago. And on New Year's Day, he died of the COVID. And people are like, well, nobody died from the COVID. I'm like, you're right. Just like nobody died from AIDS. But it affects your respiratory system just like AIDS affects your immune system. And if you can't fight something, then you die from that.
You're dead.
Yeah, so you're dead, and you don't want to be a 40, 50-year-old man dead because, you could have not got the COVID, which led to your other conditions that killed you. So California shut down, I think for comedy, maybe fall of 2021, it'll be back around. I mean, there's still some states where you can do it, but even those states, even those clubs are not giving you what you got pre-COVID because they can't pack it like they could pre-COVID. So, if I'm going to Atlanta and I'm only getting $300 for the weekend, that doesn't really sound very feasible. Yeah, I'm gonna do this Zoom comedy show for $300 for 30 minutes. So
thank you.
Yeah.